Alright, so we're back on this soldering project and we're just going to continue on. You guys probably just saw from the last video, had to break it up a little bit, it was getting too long. So continuing on, we're just going to try to add more solder onto this project. And I would like to make sure that I finish this in the same day, so it's not to carry it over and we have to clean off the flux off of the solder here, as it is it'll ruin the final result. So I've done that before. I left the solder overnight and just like, oh man, I couldn't get to it, you know, finish soldering at night, and then go to finish the project and didn't even know, like you just cleaned it off as if everything was normal again. But I think like in the end, later on, days later, you're gonna find out that these solder lines that are shiny and clean, you'll have something that comes up and it will start to get like moldy, almost it looks kind of like a moldy whitish mold. I don't know if it's mold. I don't know if I forget if I've heard somewhere that is it mold or not, but chances are that it came from the flux that's been sitting and we never cleaned it off. So I want to avoid that. Just want you guys to know that if you do work with this stuff, you want to just clean it off right away. And right away meaning within the day. If you're doing this, don't let it sit for those many hours. You know, go grab some food or something if you need to, but don't let it sit overnight and not clean your project. So that's probably a good tip. And I also try to go pretty fast as I'm getting closer to the soldering. Like you just want to get it done. You're not trying to mess around, waste time with sitting here with soldering. Also, it doesn't smell that great. But I feel pretty good. This project is moving along just fine. Things are looking great. I think the end result is going to be really good. You know, we already see the final, the look of it, what it should be, and I think it looks freaking great right now so far. You know, like just to be able to visualize and see I don't want to touch the air plant right now, but yeah, we'll put the air plant in there. You can get a much bigger air plant too. I think smaller ones might be too small if they fall in, you know, but luckily they kind of sprout out and have these curved shapes, so they can just kind of catch right on the overhang right here. So I feel like that's going to be nice for most of these guys. And like the size of it, it's pretty big. It's a pretty big size. I wouldn't I don't want to go too much more in this, but if I did, it would kind of be cool actually to see a full wall of it, you know, like even add so many rows of this stuff. So maybe in the future there's a time for it. We can make multiples of these where there's like 3, or you know, like 3 in the middle level, 2 over here, or expand that out and just keep going, and you'll have like a continuous wall of yeah, it might not even have to be the points. You can have this cup right here and that would be floating. So yeah, I have to kind of draw it up and see, but I think you kind of get the idea what I'm trying to say. Okay, you know, looks like it could be cool. Let's see here. And the shapes of it was very easy to cut. I think the hardest part probably was trying to fit it together. That was the hardest part. Trying to really get the the pieces to line up and sit in there, you know. That was probably the worst part. Okay, you know what, let's do the inside. We're gonna have to start adding the solder on the inside of these pieces. So in between there, you can see in the triangles here over. Yeah, there you go. So in these spots, you can see, like, where is it? Wait, I'm totally pointing at the wrong. Like this one right here, you can see that copper tape. It's kind of showing. So we're gonna fill that in. 3 lines. All those 3 lines you're gonna have to fill in. So I did some flux in there. Hopefully the iron will fit. Man, not really. Oh, okay. The angle of it is pretty small. Dang. Yeah, this is tough. The angle is so small that I'm not sure how it's gonna make it down there. I need a needle nose tip that would go down all the way through there. And yeah, this wouldn't even fit through. I'll just like so all right, I would say don't do it. I think at this point is tough. Some of the stuff you might have to if you have like the colored glass. Turns out maybe not smart to do it with colored or clear glass. You can go with the colored glass that will cover, so you'll never see the inside. And I think at that point, if you have it, you don't have to cover it. I wouldn't cover it at all. I'm trying my best to get it in there, but you know, my angle, the tip of the iron and also the iron itself can't get in there. Just like it's too thick for it. It's not made. Yeah. You know what works though is that, like, as I'm looking at it, it is barely noticeable. You can't even if the solder fills in there or not, it's still very hard to see the copper foil unless you have very clear glass. You know, in that case, you'll probably show through, but yeah, it is what it is. I think this is difficult. This is a bad one. Okay. You know, some mistakes and things that you need to try out and see, you know. Oh man, there's so much. There's like this spot right there that's, I want to get rid of that and I can't. Yeah, I can't even reach down there with the iron. So it makes it hard. Okay, so the problem is that trying to get the iron inside these pockets to fill in the inside seams does not work, and you would need almost like a pick-like point, you know, to solder in there. And so I would imagine most of our irons do not have that capabilities, or you would have that type of a specific iron for what we need to do here. So, you know, it doesn't look so bad if you look at it. Like I'll just show you exactly what I'm seeing. If you see here, full close-up view, you know, are you able to look at that and see any of the copper foil showing at all? You might see some of it, but it's very barely noticeable, I would say. You know, if you're sitting here looking at it, trying to look at every spot on the project, you'll probably say, yeah, I could see the foil. But once this is on a wall somewhere, and then you have plants hanging in it, you're really not paying attention to that, and you really have to look for it. I think that's what it is that I'm looking for it. So at this point, I gotta back down on this, and I say I can't do it. I can't do the fills on the inside, and also I don't even need to fill in for the top parts. These top parts right here, I'll show you up on the upper view here, but these top parts right there, you can't see that because the solder lines here are covering it. So when you're looking at the entire piece, you're just gonna see this right here. You don't see the inside at all. So I think that's fine. I don't even need to worry about it to even fill that in. I'm just gonna finish up the outside and make it look nice and get all the solder lines on there, and make everything else neat right now, and just go for it and continue on. So yeah, kind of a bummer. I thought that would have worked out, and I didn't think this through. This is what happens. You know, sometimes it just doesn't work out. You have to see if it's, you know, is this going to be a product that you won't like because you have the back side of it not soldered, and you know, some of it will show, so not ideal. But if you picked, you know, one way around it definitely is if you picked a non-cleared glass for the outside triangles, that will cover everything, and you won't have to worry about what's on the inside, and you won't have to solder the inside. So I think you guys get that. Even now, you know, with the clear glass right now, for me, I don't see it at all as you know, when I tried filling it in with the copper, or to fill the copper tape, I think I did some of it. You know, I was able to fill some of it in, and that helps too, because you're not seeing a full strip of copper, you just see little bits of it. And so, you know, it could be better, man, it could be better, but if it's on a wall like just a foot away or two, you're not going to notice anything. But if you look closer, you look inside, yeah, it's not being filled in, you know, so you'll see that. But whatever, I don't know, I'm ready to move on. Just some things I wanted to point out to you guys, because, you know, we're doing this project. If you decided to pick up and do this project, now this is one thing that you have to consider, and I just wanted to point that out to you guys. So let's finish it. Just keep going, make it nice, make it look good, and I'm very happy with it so far. So we'll just continue on and just do that. I think sitting there trying to figure out what that's gonna be is gonna, oh shit, it's take too much effort, take too much energy for me to care about it right now, even though I do pay attention to all this stuff. I just think that this is a very good project. It still is. Just some things that you have to consider, you know. Getting this smooth solder top right here. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Is it pretty level? Maybe I'll set this up right here. Feels a little bit more level, maybe more. Just trying to prop it up so it's a little bit more even. Oh, that's a taller surface here. Okay. You're trying to add the solder in there, you need to make sure it's level. Solder wants to flow somewhere. So you want to keep it straight. Then you'll get your nice beading. We'll just take our time and move around. Keep it going. Alright, so far that's good right there. Look at this side. Remember, these have the wedges, so they're, ooh, that went right through. It gets too hot. And I'm just going to run through it once. Let it cool and then come back to it, because that is not, it's going to go right through the glass. I mean, right through the seams right there. Even that part. I'm not going to touch it. How about this? How about this side? This one. Okay, looking nice right there. Fix these ones a little bit. That's looking pretty good. I'd say that one's done. Okay. Yeah, I just kind of eyeball everything. Go with your gut, what you think looks good with the beading, of the solder there. If it looks good to you, that's all that matters. There's no technical specs or, you know, exact size and whatever level that you have to get correct. It's just all about the eye, what you see, what you feel is good. It's your project. You know, you want to smooth it out some more, do it. Most of the times, nobody is gonna know what that's supposed to look like. So you're the only critic for this stuff, and it should be that way. We shouldn't worry about what other people say and their likes. Of course, it's easier said. You know, I have to tell myself a lot of that too, especially when I was starting out. I definitely cared, and I still do, but less. I now care more about that you guys get something and want to try this, right? Remember I was saying how I want people to just be able to do this stuff for themselves and see that they can do it and know that they can do it. That's way more rewarding for me, so that's what I'm after. Oh, okay, that looks good. That looks good right there. So, you know, posting on Instagram, trying to compete with all these amazing glass artists who are just way talented. I can't do it. I don't have their skills. So why try? Why try to compete when everybody should just be doing their own thing and then appreciating each other for doing their own work. You know, we get to do our stuff, and that should already be enough to even be doing stained glass on your own. That's enough. So to me, you guys are doing this stuff, I'm happy. Like, good and bad, whatever you make, that's yours and not copying other people. You know, and I try to make all this stuff so it is good for you guys to copy. Like, I want you guys to try to do this, because, you know, how else are you gonna learn? Oh, I think I have a crack in the glass. Okay, hold on, let me see. Oh, fuck. Wow, that was a first, this is the first real crack that I have that happened. Oh, man. Oh, shit. This is not good. Like, oh, this right here. This piece right here. Shit. Can you see that one? No? I'm not sure you can see that. This right here. Right there. This line. Oh, man. That's terrible. First, why did it crack? I thought I heard something, but I didn't even see it. But when I added solder on the inside, trying to get the solder on there, the iron's just touching it the whole time, and I think that was it right there. Crack the glass. And glass gets hot, gets too hot, it's gonna crack on you. So we always try to move fast, right? Now that's a dilemma right there, because oh man, I was not expecting this at all. Especially when I'm trying to finish up the solder lines and make it all nice and clean and like. Give me a minute. I just wanna think about this. Like we were on our way to finishing this thing. Man. So two choices, two options, right? Leave it the fuck alone. Leave it alone. Don't touch it and just say, screw it, we're done. Right? Put some plants in it and we're done. Like, you can hardly tell. Luckily, it doesn't look that bad. And it's on the side that's kind of on the smaller end of it. Oh man. So we could leave it alone. I'm leaning towards that right now because I am so close to finishing this. Wow. Yeah, or we could fix it, which means breaking this off, pulling off this glass, redoing the cut, foil, adding it in there, stripping out the solder work right here, and you know, having to you pull off the foil, and you could do that, and then I mean, you pull off the glass and the foil, rip that off, and it'll come off, and whatever parts are left, you put that piece back, and the foil will reconnect. You'll just solder everything up again, and then that'll work fine. Let me just I'm gonna do the soldering on the other parts. See. Yeah, that's terrible. That is terrible. I don't know what's. I thought I heard a crack. Seriously, that I didn't even pay attention or think about it. I thought I heard it, and I was like, "Oh, that didn't sound good." But I also somehow thought that was like, what? Like it wasn't a glass crack? I don't know. I also rarely hear this. I think it's only happened to me once. This entire time, all of my projects, I think it's only happened to me once. Like I don't mess with the glass that much at all. I try not to because I know I don't want it to happen. So I move fast and I move along without sitting, you know, and yeah, never happens. Man. You know, a lot I see people if they've made a project and it's cracked, they'll just sell it at a discount, you know, like, hey, too bad it cracked, but here's take some money off of it because it's not perfect. Oh man. I was just saying that I wasn't gonna do anything more to this side, really. Like, it looks good right there. Maybe add a little bit of solder on the top, a little bit over here, but overall, like, I wasn't gonna mess with it anymore, you know? I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. I don't know what to think, honestly. It is almost done. It's almost done. Oh, that went through again. Why did it have to happen? That is so bad. This is terrible. Let's see. Another thing that could be good is you know, if something like this happens and you need to fix it, how do you fix it? So that's what I'm leaning now. I'm thinking maybe I should fix it, because oh, that line scared me. I thought that was some crack or something. Crazy. You know, like, if this were to happen to you, how would you fix it? What do you do if the glass cracks? So, yeah, you know what? I think I have to do it. I have to fix it. There's no, I can't just hide it. I can't just leave it. You know, especially if, ow, oh. That was scary. Okay. Go like this. Let's try to go through. Yeah, that's a bummer. Sucks. Oh man, you know what? I gotta step away. This sucks. Not feeling good about this, and I'm getting sloppy at the cleaning up part of it right now, and I don't want that to continue on. So yeah, I'm gonna have to end this. And what I think we should do, really, to finish it up all the way through fully, I want a piece that doesn't have any faults without, and especially with us knowing. I just don't want that. I want it to be a piece that you know, or that I know is perfect, as good as I can make it. So with that crack, let's look at it as this is an opportunity for us to fix it, for you guys to see, and for myself to know that we can fix it. Again, I think I've done it before, but not someplace where it's fully closed off like this. Well, just the one opening here, but you know, if we gotta do it, we gotta do it. It sucks, but yeah, it'll be a good opportunity for us to kind of see this. And I think I have another glass kind of like this, you know. If not, we'll something similar. But next time, I'm done for today. Next time we'll break that off. We're gonna break this thing off and fix it. We're gonna figure out how to fix it and make it look proper. I sure hope that doesn't mess up the rest of it or anything else with that. So in doing that, we're gonna have to be very careful and not ruin the project entirely, because it's very much almost done. Now I got this thing soldered up and not cleaned at all, and I don't think I'm going to continue today. So I think we're running out of time too. But what I'll do is I'll spray this with Quick Clean, kind of soak it through, maybe try to scrub some of the joints and the solder lines here, so at least it neutralizes things. So I'm going to do that just to leave it like that, and so you guys know that we don't leave it overnight or anything. So next time we'll come back, work on getting this broken piece fixed, and I think that's the best way to go. We're just gonna have to do it. We can't leave it like this. It wouldn't be right. Yeah, and it will be a good thing for you guys to see, and for myself to go through it too, because it rarely happens. So why, you know, like this is a chance for us to do it and get it right. So what the heck, you know. Looks good so far. I mean, it's almost done. Okay, I got nothing else to say. Leave me a comment. What do you guys think? What do you think? Let me know. All right, I'll see you guys next time. I'll come back to it. It's gonna be a couple of days again. There's the family still here. Man. All right, guys, we're done. Leave me a comment. Say something, please. Help me out. I'll talk to you guys soon.